And so here we go, starting off on this trail that is, I believe it's only like a couple of miles up and a couple of miles down, so it's not really that far, but it's really nice. So this is Observatory Campground. They call it Observatory Campground because you can actually bring telescopes up here. They have pads for them, and it's really nice. Starts off a little bit of a climb, but then it evens up a little bit later, and it kind of hugs the road that goes up to the observatory. So if you ever feel like you kind of lost a trail, which you don't because it's pretty well marked, just go left as you're going up or right as you're going down, and you'll end up on the road. So it's no big deal. Okay, so for right now I'm going to go ahead and put this down. So how do you feel, Felipe? Excited? Yeah? Because it's been a while since you've been up here.
It's been a while.
Yeah, he's actually a snowboarder up in Colorado, and he's a chef up there, and he's actually been in an avalanche. One time he got stuck in an avalanche, which was not good. But anyway.
That's actually how I got this backpack right here.
That's how you got the backpack.
I bet the pros.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're trying to figure out which way is the trail. Okay, like I said, you can't lose the trail, and I lost it already. Okay, here we go. Okay, so on the way back, I'll go ahead and film a little bit of the first part, because we actually got started on the wrong trailhead. So we just got in about 100 feet and realized that, and we crossed a little gully area and got on this trail, which is pretty cool. And we were just warned by somebody that there was a rattlesnake in this area. It's already mid-October, and normally they're pretty much gone by this time, but evidently they're still here. So we just need to keep our eyes open, because rattlers don't always rattle at you, contrary to popular belief, and so we just need to be careful with that. And there aren't any bears in Palomar Mountain, so we're okay there. There are mountain lions. There was one in 1996. There was a mountain lion in our campground, but that was a long time ago, and you don't really see them very often.
Oh, I thought you meant like listen to music while we're just walking.
Oh no, because, well, nah, it's okay. Hikers don't like to hear music, other people's music. Okay, so we're still on this observatory trail going to Palomar Observatory. And just a little update on this diabetes thing. So lately my sugars have been about anywhere from 122 to up to about 135, and I haven't been able to drop them down lower than that. The other day I made this dinner, and part of that dinner was making a chicken stock that has carrots and other vegetables in it. And when I was doing that, I got one of those stick blenders, and I blended everything, including the carrots. Oh look, there's a little bit of water here. That's amazing. I didn't think there was any more water. So I got one of those stick blenders and blended everything, which brought in a lot of additional carbs. And so I gained 3 pounds. And of course, every time you eat a lot of carbs, it retains water. So I gained 3 pounds, and it took me about 4 days to get rid of those 3 pounds. And my sugars also went up to about 130, 135, not too much, because the following day I went back on a low carb diet. And I'm just wanting to lower things down. This morning I was over at the VA taking my labs for my annual checkup, and I'll find out when my A1Cs are, I'm expecting them not to be as good as I would like them to, because I was eating things that I probably shouldn't for the last 3 months, and it will probably show them a little higher, but that's okay. I'm still without any kind of diabetic medication, and for me that's better. Okay, how about you, Felipe? What kind of diet are you on?
I'm on a
Seafood diet? You see it, you eat it?
yeah.
Yeah. No, being a chef that he is, he works in a French cuisine type of chef, type of restaurants up in Vail, and he has to do a lot of food tasting and things like that, which most chefs do. And he's not diabetic or anything, so it's okay for him. And I'm very glad. And he is a very good cook. Oh my gosh. Sometimes he comes up with this food when he comes over, and I pulled out, hey, I'm your dad. And he's like, I don't care. No, not really. He cares. He's very respectful, very loving, caring son. And he'll make us some food sometimes, and oh my goodness, it's really delicious. So yeah, for all you guys that are having kids, train them to be chefs, so you'll grow up eating well when they come and visit. Okay. They're not very breathable at all. Where?
Is that what that is? Or
Nope, that's an oak. That's oak. If I see any poison oak, I'll...
I got shorts on.
No, that's one of the reasons why I don't like short. This is another kind of oak. This is like the Christmas tree kind of oak.
Yeah. I don't like wearing jeans at all, period.
Oh no, they're not good. That's why I wear these.
Or, pants.
Pants. A lot of people don't. I do, because of the same reason that you said right now. You know, I don't like getting poked. So as we're coming over here in the middle of this trail, we come up to a really nice little lookout that we're getting pretty close to. Oh, look at this butterfly. That's not a monarch.
No.
I'm not sure what kind of butterfly it is, but it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah, scared it. That right there.
Or when I was reading that book.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, yeah. I actually learned a lot from that. Right here. Look, Felipe.
Oh, look at that.
I know, I never knew this was out here.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Oh. Darn.
Up there you can...
These glasses are taken away from... They're taking away a lot of the color.
Here, just stand right there. So here we are coming at one of the first views of one of the telescopes. It's not the main telescope, it's one of the other ones. Right there.
Got a group of 15 Boy Scouts right behind you.
So there's a bunch of Boy Scouts that just, we let them pass us up as we're coming through this bridge. Let me scare away that snake. Yeah.
Here's my troop.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
Patty used to be in the
Girl Scouts?
Her uncle, who's now a priest, was the founder of the Boy Scouts in Mexico.
Yeah. You know that one, I don't know if you saw that video of Baden Powell that we did? That was named after the original international founder of the Boy Scouts.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really cool. Okay. And we're continuing on. Got a little shade. Day was getting a little warm, and I'm glad that we got this shade. It feels pretty good. Yeah, not a tiring hike at all. It's just really nice. So as you can see, private property of the California Institute of Technology. No hunting, no camping, stay on trail. When we did the hike to High Point, which is 6,140 feet, goes up to the highest point of Palomar Mountain, the volunteer that was staffing the lookout told us that we couldn't cross or walk from there to the observatory, which is probably about a mile, maybe 2 miles. Kind of hard to say, because the California whatever that was, technology, they did not want anybody trespassing. Here's a very old sign. Before you could actually see the whole sign a few years ago when we were up here, and the rain and everything has taken its toll. Cleveland National Forest, U.S. Department of Agriculture, something Pines Plantation. This plantation has been, I can't read it anymore, but anyway, we're getting pretty close to, hi Felipe.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, so far.
Yeah, well, we don't got very much further to go. And he is actually, like I said, a snowboarder, and he's in relatively good shape, so for him this is not a problem.
Snowboarding isn't quite hiking.
No, it's not hiking, but you still got to use all those muscles to keep you balanced. I went skiing over there for the first time in January of 2017, and I was also wanted to do a little bit of snow shoeing. However, somebody, I'm not going to mention any names, did not want to go. Did I just make you feel bad, Felipe? I'll edit that out. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, you do use muscles to do that stuff, just different than hiking. Okay, this is beautiful out here. So this is part of the trail, and as you can see, there's a road right there. That's the one going up to the observatory from that general store that's over at the end of, or in the middle of, no, I guess I should say the end of South Grade. Yeah, South Grade. Right there. So that actually is not too far from the trail. That's what I'm saying. You're never going to have any kind of problems if you kind of lose the trail, which we actually got on the wrong trailhead when we began. That's because of yours truly. And but it's always there, so not a problem, no big deal. Okay. But I don't remember. I think we do a switchback. There's a road. So this is a nice little area. There's a little place to break, to take a rest, which we're not going to do. There's a nice little, what I would consider a tent spot right there, but they don't allow any kind of camping out here. Here's a nice little rock formation. I'm not sure if we can see the holes that the Native Americans used to make.
Seen them when I was I used to go hiking with I think it was Sixth Grade camp.
Yeah. They used to make holes kind of like a mortar and pestle,
Yeah.
and there's still a bunch of them around, but I don't see any on these rocks. Yeah.
Just one rock.
Yeah, they do that. I think this one here didn't have it there. Okay.
And the instructors were there. Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, so it's probably been about 2.5 to maybe 2 3/4 miles. And we come to this little area over here. There's the road. And as we're getting here, we see this signs. Of course, private property. California Institute of Technology doesn't want anybody going where they shouldn't go. And here is the trail regulations that have been long wiped out. Observatory Trail, Cleveland National Forest. And we pretty much made it to the end of the trail up here. We still got to go down, but we still have to go to the observatory, which that's the beginning of it right there. That's 5550 as far as feet in elevation. Oh my goodness.
3.0 miles in 1 hour 15 minutes 50 seconds. Lap pace 26 minutes 10 seconds per mile.
So it's pretty much 3 miles to get up here. Huh?
Yeah.
So you come into this over here.
So different.
Palomar Observatory, owned by California Institute of Technology. The museum and the gallery of the 200-inch dome are open to visitors who are requested to stay on paths and within the bounds indicated. Parking lot closes 3:30 p.m. Restrooms at museum, 200 feet dome.
Was this parking lot here before?
Yeah. Yep. That's a museum right there, and we still don't have sight of the observatory, but it's up there. And here we are. That's the 200-inch Hale telescope that is being used. Not right now, I'm sure, because otherwise that would be open. They open up at nighttime and use it. And if you can see, way up there, there should be a tower right there in the middle. That's called High Point, 6,140 feet. That's the third highest point in San Diego County, the highest point being Hot Springs, then Cuyamaca Peak, and then this high point. And Mount San Jacinto, it's kind of hard to see from here, but it's at 100, let me see, no, it would be at right at 360 degrees magnetic, because over by Wellman Divide and San Jacinto, it's 180 to the observatory, and you can see the observatory from Mount San Jacinto. You can see it. Okay. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Little stairs going up. Here's the rails for the dome as it turns. Well, diagram. The dome. Right there at the bottom is the mirror that's going down. I believe this is a Cassegrain Schmidt Cassegrain.
Oh yeah.
There is that part that goes that way is only a countermeasure or counterweight, and the one that goes straight up there is actually the actual telescope, and the guy sits up there somewhere, the astronomer, as he's taking pictures. I've been up here for many years, and a couple of times I had the astronomy techs give us some tours and instruction on this, as they're doing so right now inside, to some people that are on the other side of that here of this glass. And here's a good small model of it. Go ahead. If you go to the Wilson Observatory in Mount Wilson, it was made by Alto Hale, or he's the one that thought of it or made it, I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's really cool. It's really good. It's always been a pleasure to come up here and visit this observatory. This right here, we're in the museum. It has a lot of pictures of a lot of different things that it has taken. Yeah, Hubble telescope and so many different ones. Very interesting. Here's another one of the actual 200-inch telescope. And that right there has been for many years. It's the Great Galaxy in the constellation of Andromeda. And I've taken a look at it with my, oh, what is it? I haven't used it in a long time. I have a 6-inch with a German equatorial mount. And you can't really see it like that. It looks like a big fuzz. It's over in the constellation of Andromeda. Anyway, this kind of goes around. I used to be a member of San Diego Astronomy Association, but I was more of a stargazer than anything else, so I was just very interested in it. This is very cool, very nice. Anyway, I think I'll continue the video when we get to the bottom. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Okay, so we're still on Palomar Observatory Trail, and you can probably hear some car campers in the area. We've car camped here for years, and we're getting close to the end of the trail. There's a little amphitheater right there for when the car campers get their nice treat. No, the one that you and I were over in the state park. This is observatory. The one that we were at was in the state park. That's a different one. Over by Dome Pond. And it was a nice trail. It's about 6 miles. 3 miles up, 3 miles going down. Very well marked. We were actually went off the wrong trailhead when we started. Because I parked my car in an area that was different from where the trailhead is at. And you guys can see the car campers right there. This is Observatory Trail. Over here. National Recreation Trail Observatory. Okay, so it's very nice. Felipe, what did you think about the trail and the observatory?
I thought it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I second that motion. So anyway, thank you guys a lot for watching, everybody. It was really cool. Go on a hiking with your kids. It's a lot of fun. Okay, anyway, we are out.